Good morning, degenerates, and welcome to another episode of Boring Crypto I.O., place where I read you the boring crypto news every morning, Monday through Friday, just so you don't have to. I just burped. My name is Not Important, and I am your host. Guys, before I get into the video, I always forget to do this. Please, if you're watching, please subscribe. Please hit the like button, and let me get you the news. All right, let's get into it, guys. EU backs Data Act with clause to shut off smart contracts. But the big story happened yesterday. Unfortunately, we're talking about it now. So what happens when you do early morning videos? You get sometimes the news is early, sometimes the news is late. But the big story of the week, BlackRock spot ETH ETF plan is confirmed after Nasdaq filing, guys. The market pumped yesterday based off of some information that potentially BlackRock is going to file for a Ethereum ETF. Again, the catalyst coming through for this to potentially be the biggest bull run we may have ever seen. It just keeps stacking up. And last but not least, BlackRock ETH ETF helps price past $2,000. Community sees Bitcoin ETF as a done deal. And this is what I was going to say. BlackRock wouldn't be... Here's what we believe in the space. Most of us. BlackRock wouldn't be filing for a ETH ETF if they weren't 100% positive that their Bitcoin ETF was going to get approved. Let that sink in. Bitcoin's a done deal. It's going to happen. So they're putting one foot right in front of the other and just getting ready and set up for ETH. Cool. I hold a decent amount of ETH too. Let's rock and roll. I hope, guys, I hope all of you have been watching and listening and you're here and you're still early. It's the bottom of the bear cycle still. It's the start of the next bull cycle. You're here, you're early, you're doing it. Even if you're holding small bags right now, you're going to make money. Congratulations. So stoked for all of you. Let's do it. Let's make some money. To the market, guys. Right now, current market cap sitting at $1.41 trillion. Let me tell you guys, I think at the top of the 2017-2018 cycle, we got to... I think it was just around 500 or 600 billion, and everybody was losing their minds. They were stoked. We didn't know what we would talk about what it would look like if the market got to $1 trillion. We just how absolutely insane it would be. I shit you not, that bear market, the market cap went down to probably about 120 billion. And it was my first bear market, my first bear cycle. And I literally was like, this thing's done, dude. Like this is insane. Like, it was like 120 billion, if I remember correctly. We thought it was done. And then we got over 2 trillion last cycle. Now here we are at the kickoff of the next bull, and we're already at 1.4 trillion. That's bananas to me. Bananas. Let's go, guys. Like, I'm in such a good mood. I'm so stoked. If you're here, I'm happy for you. I'm beyond ecstatic that people are here this early. So, let's go. I'm rambling too much, guys. I got a lot of euphoria going, which is stupid, I know, but whatever. Let's rock and roll. Guys, current Bitcoin dominance sitting at 51.3%, ETH dominance 17.9%, ETH gaining some dominance back. Gwei has cooled off just a tad. It's down to 39, guys. If you were watching yesterday, I think we got up to like 170 on the Gwei. Wahoo. Rough. Anyway, top 100. Let's see what we got going on. Guys, Bitcoin's waking back up after the pullback. Everything pumped yesterday. Everything pumped, and then everything tanked. Like a flash crash real quick. And most things have recovered to an extent. Not everything, but it just looked like a quick sell-off. So, with that being said, Bitcoin's waking back up after that pullback. Just over 0.37% to the upside, but up 8% on the week. Guys, Ethereum, the latest mover to the race, right? Woke up after the pump. I mean, literally after the pump. And it took off, guys. ETH right now sitting at almost 10% up for the day, 17.47 for the week. Well done if you're holding Ethereum. Got a burpee this morning. Ridiculous. XRP got hit hard on the pullback. It hasn't bounced the way I wanted it to, or that I thought it would, just like everything else. We'll keep an eye on XRP. I'll look at it on the chart today too. Give you guys an idea of what I'm looking at, but we'll see. It's down 5.13% on the day, 8.75 for the week. Cardano, again, pulled back after the rip and has recovered quite well. We'll look at that too. Still up almost 20% for the week. Tron, God, what is... I forgot about Tron, guys. I was buying Tron in 2017. I haven't touched it since. Up 10% on the day, 13% on the week. If you're holding Tron still, congratulations. All right, now let's blow through, look for the top outliers. That's kind of the big ones that I wanted to hit on. But yeah, let's go. We got Cosmos, 7.87 on the day. Ethereum Classic, 12.37. I might buy a small bag of this dog shit just for shits and giggles. Lido Dow crushing, 21%, 35.68 on the week. Caspa, everybody's talking about it. I don't have a bag of Caspa. I'm not, guys. The top, look, I'm trying to crush it. Like, I'm trying to make, I have a handful of blue chip bags, and it's top blue chip. I'm talking ADA, XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum. Things that I know that are just going to make me probably a quick, anywhere from 5 to 10x, okay? Outside of that, I don't really hold too much in the top 100. I'm just, I got some really nasty degen shit. It just is what it is. I got my safe bags, and I got my shitty bags. I don't have much in between. Maybe that's not smart, but I don't know, man. I'm not looking for 10x's. Anything under a 10x is not what I'm putting money into right now. But for safe bets, dude, Caspa was supposed to rip. People are excited about it. Moving on, 6.48 for the day, 82.28 for the week. Congratulations if you're holding Caspa. Woo, Optimism, 10.97 on the day, 26.5 on the week. Arbitrum, finally wake it back up. Right around where it launched at, 7.5 on the day, 23.37 for the week. Aave down 6% on the day. Thorchain 7% on the day. Oh my God, IMX, Immutable X, guys, 23.96 on the day, 55.85 on the week. 6.96 for eGold. 8.25 for Theta. FTX. What the fuck? Okay, this has got to be the news that potentially Gary Gensler thinks that we can revamp FTX. Again, I told you this. It's probably all preordained. Not ordained. Pre-orchestrated. Rumor is that BlackRock will probably buy FTX. Why not? And that will be their umbrella. Whatever. Yeah. All right. I hope. Look, I'll tell you this much, right? I won't touch the shit, but if you lost money in FTX and you're making it back, I'm fucking stoked for you. Good job. Up 149% on the week. XDC down 6.39 for the day. Rocket Pool up 21.31%. Guys, the halving hasn't even happened yet. This is bananas. Look at these numbers. Look at all these weekly numbers too. Like, fuck this red. Look at all these weekly numbers. 44.5, 22.6, 12.64, 32.94. I'm not even reading the tokens. It doesn't even matter. 32.28, 12.73, 13, 10, 25, 19. The halving hasn't even happened yet, y'all. And there's people crawling. Bitcoin won't even get back to 100K. I think you're out of your goddamn mind. I'm not trying to pump hopium, but it doesn't make sense to me. All right, moving forward. CFX down 5.59. Trust Wallet down 8.94, but it was absolutely ripping, so I'm not too surprised about this. 6.86 for Curve Dow. 10.67 on the day for FXS. ApeCoin down 5.22. DYDX up 7.19. GMX up 7.6. Rware down 5.3. Rose is up 5.5 for the day. PancakeSwap down 9% on the day. Ordi. I don't know what Ordi is, but Ordi is ripping off the handle. Holy hell. 38.26 on the day. 286.67 for the week. If you're holding that, high five. Well done. Why didn't you give me a phone call and let me know ahead of time? And that is it, guys, for your top 100. I don't give a shit about the daily right now, to be entirely honest. It's all about the weekly. It is a solid green double-digit week. Well done, guys. Let's go. All right, on to Bitcoin, 4 hour. All right, fighting allergies, guys. I got really bad nasal issues, and I've had my nose broken several times in fights and all sorts of shit. So whenever I get allergies, it's worse than most people. So I probably sound like a duck. I'm all snorting and sneezing and coughing and hawking loogies and shit. All right. Here was our rip yesterday. We ripped all the way to 38K. We retraced instantly. Well, what the frick just happened? We had a huge sell-off as soon as we hit 38K. Ripped all the way back down to 35. We'll call it 35.8 just for shits and giggles. And then we've slowly moved sideways. The rest of the market got hit a little bit harder. Right now, as we speak, though, we are breaking right now 37K again. Goal. Close a couple of candles, 37K. I told you my plan yesterday. Once we get up to around 39, 40K, I will get out of my dog shit. I'm not gonna. My blue chips are all on a ledger and way off of. It's rough to scale in and out of those. It's not something I really want to do. But I will get out of my on-chain trades around 38, 39, 40, because I think we're due for a pullback. I think it'll nuke to 35, if not 35, 33,033, if not 33,033, down to 30K. It is time to load up. I think, and a lot of people that I listen to and pay attention to and learn from think that we're going to get a nuke. Even Crypto Crow, Jason Appleton. Sorry, Jason, for slaughtering your name, bro. My bad. Super cool dude. I actually got to meet him over weekend before last. Really rad guy, really down to earth guy. Even Jason thinks that we're going to get up to a 60% pullback before we finally take off again, which is insane. I mean, I hope he's wrong. I mean, the dude's been around for a long time. He's a very intelligent man. I hope he's wrong. I don't think we're gonna go below 30, but we could. It's all possible. And he's saying anywhere from a 30 to 60% pullback. It's probably gonna happen, guys. Just be ready. That's all I care. That's all I care about with this channel, is preparing you guys for what could happen. That way, if we pump, you're going to make money. If we dump, you're going to be ready for it. You're going to get profits out, or you're going to short or whatever, and you're going to make money. So with that being said, we're breaking 37K again right now. What I would like to see is a flip over, retest, and rip. Kind of just like this, right? If we pull this down to the top of that wick, which is probably where that should be. This is what we did. Had a good rip. Look at it just like this. Had a good rip. Had a pullback. Flipped resistance right here to support and teleport. And I hope this is what happens. If not right here, which is what this may have been actually, now that I'm looking at it. Right here at this 36,400 line. But because 37 was kind of strong resistance, I would like to see a rip, a rollover. Give us if not a couple of 4-hour candle closes, a day or two above 37, flipping 37 into support, and then teleport to 39, 40K. If we roll over, look for a bounce off the top of this trend line, 35,167-ish, 35, between 35, we'll say between 35.2 and 35,150. Okay, look for a bounce. If we lose that, these are levels, 35,444 or 34,544, 33,642, 33,033. These are all just ranges inside of this ascending triangle that we broke out of. That was the play, guys. And if you watched, you got it. You got the breakout. You got the retest. High five. I'm stoked for y'all. Outside of that, guys, let's blow through a couple other coins and see what they're doing. Here's ETH rip. ETH wasn't doing shit too, and everything else was pumping yesterday. Then finally that news broke and it took off. And it was beautiful, right? Let's look at it on the 1 hour. Like the 1 hour, because it was a very short time frame when everything pumped. But I want you to see how important these levels are, guys. And what I just talked to you about, support, resistance, retests, and rip. If you're new, this is new to you. I mean, if you've been in this space for a while and you understand how to trade, you're probably sick of hearing shit like this, and I'm sorry, but the reality is I'm not here for you. If you've been here a while and you know what I'm talking about, you probably know more than me, so I'm sorry. Anyway, if you're new and you don't understand, you're still learning charts, etc., this is why support and resistance levels are so important. You got your RSIs, you got all your indicators. What indicators do I have on right now? None. Not one. On the 1 hour, we were rocking support. Can almost consider this another bounce. Teleportation time. 2000 psychological level. I've told you guys about this several times. My next level resistance was going to be just 2144. What did we do on the 1 hour? We ripped. We retested as support at 2000, and we ripped again all the way up to basically 2144. Okay? And now, let's just for fun, let's see what this level here right around 2100 is, if there is anything. Look, I mark a lot of stuff, but I don't mark everything. Oh, look at that. Look at that. The last time we were up here, guys. Look at all this price action. This is on the 4 hour. This was, what looks like a symmetrical triangle that I had that we rolled over and out of and went all the way down to 1621. Guys, that could potentially happen again. This is definitely some resistance that we're sitting on right now. Just trying to expand this so you can see it. This is a big resistance level. We try to break above it, got pushed back down. Try to break above it again, got pushed back down. And we got it one last time and just we let go. This is back in April. All right, we haven't been here since April. Excuse me. God. Sorry, guys, my nose is a mess. Anyways, this is what we're getting hung up on right now. If we can move past all this nonsense, your next level resistance is going to be at 21,444. Got to break it. Got to flip it to support. That's it. That's what you're looking at right now. Keep an eye on the 1 hour for ideas of what price action is doing. The 1 hour is very much showing ideas of movement as opposed to the 4 hour. It looks a little clumpy on the 4 hour. 7 minute. Sam Price, Crypto Lifer. Go give him a follow. If you want to learn scalps and short-term time frame trading, the dude is a genius. 7 minute, we have a double bottom right here. All right, double bottoms, guys. If you're new to trading, double bottoms like this with these V-shaped type of recoveries are basically a reversal pattern. You have remember, this is 7 minutes. These aren't going to be like huge trends, but you have a downward trend. This double bottom right here is giving you the reversal. Your entry is going to be right here. You see this? It levels out again. you would enter right about around here. Catch that. These are for scalps too, is what I'm getting at. Get your entry right around here. Put a stop loss. Probably right around 2080. Catch this with some big leverage. That's your flip to the upside. I'll tell you what. Watching this 7-minute right now. Oops, sorry guys. This could be a reversal of the entire downtrend from this resistance. Just for fun, if you caught this scalp, so on 20x, you can make 20%. Why not? That's what Sam Price does all day long. So looking at this, this could be our bottom right here, our local bottom to continue ripping to the upside. Keep an eye on it. If it rolls over, expect it to go down. At least if not to 2080, potentially down to 2060. That's your 7-minute, right? Back to the 4-hour. All right, let's go to XRP. XRP is starting to put in this cup and handle, guys. I expect it to recover a little bit better, but it doesn't look like it's happening. So let's say this is our cup, right? This could potentially be our handle, and we could get a rip to the upside here real soon. This is something I've been showing you guys since I looked at it. Big rounded bottom on XRP. Look up rounded bottoms and cup and handle patterns. This is setting up nicely. Guys, in a potential, you could probably, you could see the handle rip all the way back down to this 58,417 or roughly the top of this 60-ish, 62-ish, okay? ADA bounced nicely. Got the big pullback, ripped. ADA's looking strong as hell. Not mad at ADA at all. Cardano's looking real good. Injective got sold off like a mother effer, and it was having trouble, and we're ripping right now as we're talking. Stoked on that. Got to get back up into this cluster. Hopefully get a $20 INJ by Monday. Fingers crossed. PAL, same thing. This is the sell-off. Got back all the way up to 14.38. We touched 15 and it's like no. So this is our next point of control, which you're gonna start seeing. Look at this. Boop, 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 boop. This is going to start probably tightening. Symmetrical triangle look. Something like this. That's what I'm starting to see. Again, symmetrical triangles will go anyway. But you might see a coiling up in here, guys, and then a breakout. Either to the downside or upside. I'm not sure yet. That's the 1 hour. Keep your eye on it if you're in PAL. For me, PAL's a long-term hold. It doesn't really matter. I'm locked up for the next 2 months anyways. I can't do anything. All right, guys, that's all I've got for charts. I know we went way heavy on charts today, but it was a great day yesterday. Lots of stuff going on. Lots of money being made. Let's get to the news, and I get you out of here. And on your weekend, go touch some grass. Go enjoy your family. Things like that. EU backed data act with clause to shut off smart contracts. I don't like the sound of this. They're gonna make it sound like it's a way to protect you, just to shut off smart contracts. I don't think that's what it is. The act inclusive of a clause necessitating kill switches in smart contracts only now needs approval from European Council to pass into law. I hate Congress. I hate government. I don't hate government because I do believe we need government, but politicians, man. Control, control, control. The European Parliament has voted to approve the Data Act, controversial legislation that includes a stipulation necessitating smart contracts have the ability to be terminated. November 9th press release. The Parliament said the legislation passed 481 votes to 31 against. To become law, it will now need approval from the European Council, the heads of each of the 27 European Union member states. The adopted Data Act outlines requirements that smart contracts can be interrupted and terminated, along with controls allowing functions that rest or stop the contract. That word right there, controls. They don't want anything decentralized, guys. That's what's going on right now. At its core, the Data Act would allow users to access data they generate from smart devices, with the European Commission claiming that 80% of such data collected is never used. Eat my dick. The Act's critics have highlighted concerns about the smart contracts clause, saying the definition is too broad and doesn't provide clear details on when interruptions or terminations should occur. A June open letter sent by EU blockchain advocacy bodies and signed by dozens of crypto firms also said that the Data Act could see smart contracts that use data from public blockchains like Ethereum be deemed in breach of the law. The European Commission has reportedly said, however, that the Data Act isn't concerned with blockchain and fears the act would make smart contracts illegal or unfounded. Yeah, I'm not feeling this at all. I don't like it. All right, main news, guys. BlackRock spot Ethereum ETF plan is confirmed after Nasdaq filing. Earlier in the day, BlackRock registered corporate entity iShares Ethereum Trust in Delaware. The first hint that a filing for a spot Ethereum ETF filing was imminent. BlackRock's plans for a spot Ethereum exchange-traded fund has now been confirmed per a 19B-4 filing submitted to the United States Securities and Exchange Commission on November 9th. Nasdaq filed the 19B-4 form to the securities regulator on behalf of the $9 trillion asset management firm for a proposed ETF called iShares Ethereum Trust. Be ready for everything else to start piggybacking this. Valkyrie, VanEck, etc., etc. The move signals BlackRock's intention to expand beyond Bitcoin with its ETF aspirations. Exactly. Earlier on November 9th, it emerged that BlackRock registered corporate entity iShares Ethereum Trust Delaware. The first hint that a spot Ethereum ETF filing could be imminent. BlackRock and other financial firms have expressed interest in cryptocurrency-backed ETFs over the last few months. Bloomberg ETF analyst James S. I don't like saying his last name. I don't want him to be a joke. Noted that there are at least 5 firms in the running to win the Securities and Exchange Commission's approval for a spot Ethereum ETF. Among them are, like I said, VanEck, ARK, 21 Shares, Invesco, Grayscale, and HashedX. ETH spiked 8.9% to $2,080 on the news that BlackRock is moving forward its plans for iShares Ethereum Trust and is up 10.1 over the last 24 hours, according to CoinGecko. The price of surge has helped ETH claw back some of the market dominance against Bitcoin, which has outperformed ETH in recent months. ETH's market dominance now sits at 17%, up 1.3% points prior to the news. I think it's higher than that now. What is it at now right now? 70.9. There you go. All right, guys, last but not least, BlackRock ETF, ETH ETF helps price past 2,000. It's probably going to be about the same article. I thought they might be different. I guess not. Community sees Bitcoin ETF as a done deal. Agreed. BlackRock has previously also filed for a Bitcoin ETF for which the SEC approval window is currently open until November 17th. The world's largest asset manager filed for a spot ETH exchange-traded fund on November 9th, 4 months after filing for a spot Bitcoin ETF. BlackRock's filing helped ETH prices soar past $2,000 for the first time in over a year. BlackRock's intention to file for an Ethereum spot ETF had a bullish effect on the crypto market. The market was actually ripping before we found that out. It just helped ETH move, in my opinion, helping ETH get past the critical resistance of $2,000 for the first time in 6 months. Apart from ETH, other altcoins also saw significant gains before a flash crash, with nearly $1 billion in open interest being wiped out of the market within an hour. Millions in a long and short positions were liquidated due to sudden price fluctuations. BlackRock's ETH ETF filing, that one's a tongue twister, was confirmed after their 19B-4 filing with Nasdaq became public. Nasdaq filed the 19B-4 form on behalf of the world's asset manager to the SEC for a proposed ETF called the iShares Ethereum Trust. The move signals the asset manager's intention to expand beyond Bitcoin with its ETF aspirations, evoking various reactions from the crypto community. Bitcoin proponent UDI Worthemir reacted to the news, saying there is a second best, referring to the popular meme of MicroStrategy CEO Michael Saylor, who believes that Bitcoin is the only true asset and there is no second best. The other crypto proponents rejoiced in growing institutional interest beyond Bitcoin. Raul Paul said an ETH ETF is the holy grail for asset managers, as they can capture the yield and only give price performance to the ETH holders. Bingo, guys. This is really crazy because it's a double whammy, because you can stake all the ETH that they're buying, and they're making money while they're selling the ETH to their customers, the shares of the ETH. They're not selling the ETH to their customers, getting a rip from that. They can double dip this all day long. It's a win-win. This is going to be huge. Others pointed out that BlackRock's ETH ETF interest suggests that its spot Bitcoin ETF is a done deal. Sassel, Sassy Sassel, an independent Ethereum educator, drew attention to the impact of the ETH ETF. Drew attention to the impact of the ETF on ETH yields, claiming traders are going to absolutely salivate over the real yield that a staked spot ETH ETF can offer. Exactly what I was saying, guys. This is insane. Let's go. Guys, this is the bull run. It's starting. All right, let's go to Bitcoin one last time. Still holding above 37. Let's look at it on the 1 hour and on the 7 minute. See what it looks like we're doing. 1 hour. Haven't closed an hourly candle above it. On this new run, I mean. 7 minute. Ooh, looking rough. Not gonna lie. Looking weak. Ah, we got a bounce. We literally got a bounce right at it on the 7 minute. Guys, keep your eyes on the 7 and the 1 to see if it's gonna hold. 4 hour to make the trade if you want a big one. That's where my head's at. Guys, but that's all I've got for you this Friday morning. Per usual, if you do enjoy the content provided for you every morning on Boring Crypto IO, please by all means subscribe to the channel. Turn on that bell for notifications so you know when I do post videos. Please watch the videos from start to finish. And above all, if there's anything you do to help support the channel and support crypto, share the channel and the videos on all your social channels. And above all, please like the videos so we can expand to more people and blow this thing through the roof. Guys, outside of that, I'll see you bright and early Monday morning. I am gonna touch some grass. I'm out of here.